Hello, Steve White, Steve Arts 89. Well, the Superman trailer, and I mean trailer, not teaser trailer, dropped unexpectedly because we were told we're going to get a teaser trailer. And we got the teaser yesterday and everyone thought the teaser was for the teaser, but the teaser was a trailer. And it's far too early. This is a mistake. It's not actually bad, but it's too early. And that's a huge mistake. And it seems like Gunn doesn't know what he's doing. From the first release shot of Clark putting on his costume with the bad CGI background to all the bad, behind the scenes shots with the bad costume that they promised us would look better with CGI and all that stuff. And now we get promised a teaser and then that's dropped a day early and then we get the trailer unannounced. And I don't know how people are going to keep excited about this for 7 months because the film's not even coming out till July 11. And why July 11? Why not July 4th? Why not make $1 billion over the July 4th weekend? Why are we waiting till the week after? Just everything about this seems wrong. I don't think James Gunn knows what he's doing. Now, the trailer itself, we only get one scene in this that you get a sense of, and that's the opening shots, and it's awful. Basically, we see Superman crash to Earth in the ice, and he's lying in a crater, broken, bloody, spitting out blood, sounding like he's having trouble breathing. And he whistles for his super dog, who comes racing in the snow, with snow bellowing behind him, and then he tells him home, and he literally drags him home by his cape, which he hands him. And I'm like, this is how you introduce us to our hero, broken and bleeding on the ground, being dragged by his dog by his cape? All this with some, metal guitar solo version of the theme in the background. I'm like, geez, they're really going for the lowest common denominator here. And then, God, we see Kenton Lane at the Daily Planet. He looks sufficiently nerdy and overwhelmed by the city. He probably plays Kent pretty good. I'm not, I don't know. We don't get enough of a sense of that for sure. Lois doesn't look Lois. She's got no style. She just looks like a girl. She looks okay, but not impressed there. One great shot. There's only 2 powerful shots in this that gave me shivers. One was the shot of him just getting in front of this girl and shielding her with his body from an explosion, and he just manages to... it looks amazing. Now, something like that in the teaser where we would have had maybe some shots of him putting on his uniform and then something like that and just an explosion, some really amazing shot just to say, bam, that's what you're going to get, that's what's coming as a tease. That's what we should have got with this. But instead, we've got a whole trailer. Now we see Luthor Corp, and the guy playing Lex Luthor, oh my God, he looks awful. He's got this big head, this weird-shaped head, and this little mouth. He doesn't look scary or intimidating or threatening. He just looks like a joke. I want to laugh. I'm like, that's who they cast? What the hell? And then we get to a shot of him. It looks like he's breaking out of a glass cell or something. We see this is a powerful moment. I thought there was a kid who looks like he's in a war zone or a riot or something. He's holding up a yellow flag. He's putting up a yellow flag with Superman's logo on it. And the idea that people call out for him, that he comes, that he's a hero of the people, and that he saves people, that got me for a moment. And when I tried to talk about that the first time I did this, I actually got emotional because that's what Superman is and what he means. Now we have... right after that, you see a bunch of ugly Americans shouting at him in the street, and someone throws like a beer can at the back of his head and he has to keep walking because obviously he can't turn around and zap the guy with his laser eyes in the middle of the street like he probably would like to do. Then he goes in, then we see, oh my God, we see Nathan Fallion's character, and his wig is so bad. It looks like, remember when Debbie made Uncle Fester wear the blonde wig in Addams Family Values? It looks just like that. And he's like firing, I think he's a Green Lantern or something, so he's firing like a green flame or something out of his hand. It just looks awful. We see this Hawk Girl fighting this giant fire-breathing monster that's like the size of buildings, the skyscrapers. It just looks cringe. We see... the shot with, I guess we sort of know this scene as well. It looks like Lois and Clark are together, they're having a romantic evening, and then something happens. You see outside the windows this giant blue, pink globe of some type, and you see him putting on his uniform, and she's kissing him goodbye, and they're looking out the window like, oh God, you have to go save the world, and they say they're going to explore part of their relationship and the pressure of being with someone who has this sort of power and responsibility. Looked like a bit of that was there. So, yeah, Mr. Terrific, we see him for a second in a bubble being fired on, and it's like a little energy bubble protecting him. We see a skyscraper fall over. We see him fighting on a football field, and I'm like, don't touch football fields. You're never going to top the scene from Superman Returns. So leave that alone. We see some of the crystals rising from the Fortress of Solitude, which does look nice. We see some ancient face of a guy who looks like he might be some sort of alien or something. We see him comforting a robot that seems to be dying. It's all over the place. And there's enough there, obviously the super fans are going to know all this stuff, and they're going to be analysing it and criticising it and trashing it for months, but they're going to get bored of it, because unless they've got some amazing campaign for the next 7 months, they've dropped this too soon, and this is not going to keep people interested. And just another trailer in a month of different footage is not going to keep people interested. I don't know how they're going to keep people interested for the next 7 months till July 11 instead of July 4th or whatever, the weekend before. Yeah, I just think releasing this like this is a mistake. The trailer itself is not awful. The film may not be great, and there's a lot of things in it that just look ugh. But there's some things that do look good. The colour is good. It's bright. It looks like a comic book. Superman's uniform, you can see the red, you can see the blue. When he's in the ice, the red and the blue stands out. There's that. But then again, the skyscraper falling looks very CG. The fire-breathing monster looks like a joke. Nathan Fillion's, it must be a joke. The character must be comedic in the movie, because there's no way we're supposed to take that character seriously. And Lex Luthor with his big head and his little mouth, I just can't. I think I just have to make my peace with the fact that this film's going to be trash, and that we're never going to get anything that comes close to the Donner version. And they could do it if they tried, if they went for that sort of story, that sort of energy, that sort of tone, with today's budget and effects and just a couple of good actors. They could do it. I mean, Christopher Reeve was great, but it's not like they couldn't do something in that vein. I mean, they almost did it with Superman Returns, but it was a bit too grim and introspective. It wasn't a lot of fun. It was certainly more fun than Man of Steel and had colour. But yeah, so yeah, this is just my impression. Obviously, I haven't seen the film yet, but from the trailer, full trailer dropped too soon. Don't know how they're going to keep people's interest. Showed too much. But people like me who don't know a lot about Superman from the comic lore are going to get bored with what we're seeing, because most of it went over my head. And the other people, they're going to get bored analysing it, so they better have a really good, thing planned. I don't know what they're doing, but I think Gunn is the wrong person for this. He's already shown that he's just handling it wrong. It feels like a train wreck to me. But we'll see. We've got 7 months. We'll see what happens. There's a lot that can happen in 7 months. But I think he just felt the pressure to get the trailer out there to shut people up. But what's he going to follow it with? And have we been shut up? I don't think entirely we have. But yeah, I'm going to go. Feel free to share, like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think of the trailer, the first trailer, because there will be another one, I guess. I mean, normally it's like short teaser, 1 minute trailer, standard 2 minute trailer. That's usually your basic rollout, and we didn't get that. So I don't know what they're going to do, but I'm going to go because I've been talking about this for too long. I had to try a couple of times to do this video. Yeah, I'm really far behind. I looked at, did I say this before? I was looking for the video at midnight, and then I didn't find it, and I thought, it must have been midday, like, which would be evening for America. And I went out and did stuff, come back, and it was already out and had been up, and people's reactions had been up for an hour or so. So, oh well, better late than never.